Hey guys, Daker here, Little 27, Totally Rad Creations, Almighty Legends, and today I got in the latest G.I. Joe Classified Series 60th Anniversary action figures, the Soldier, the Sailor. I think there's about 4 of them that are going to be coming out. These are the first 2. These are the Recon Diver and the Infantry Soldier. These are not part of the numbered series of actual individual G.I. Joes, but they are troopers, so they are cool on their own, I think. And they're great for customization and swappability, and you have a bunch of weapons that come with these guys. They retail for around $35, I believe. I don't think they are an exclusive. They should be available at retail stores, just kind of giving you an idea of the artwork that you got on the side here. You got the back here, kind of with their setups. It'd be really cool if he actually came with that tent. But then again, I'd be like, well, really cool if he came with that ship. Anyway, on the side there, you got QR code, which leads to nothing, because I guess their site's not really working properly on Hasbro. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at these, open them up, and see what we think. So we'll start with the Infantry Soldier here. So the Infantry Soldier looks like he's got quite a bit of gear. First thing that popped out, he does come with a stand. That's pretty awesome to have a stand that comes with the figure. Of course, your legal jargon here. The actual figure pops out right here. And on the back of the card, you do have like a 60th anniversary with a topographical map. Figure comes with a little poncho. It's a very soft, almost translucent, transparent cloth. Similar to what I think Bobby Valla was doing with his Valaverse and Action Force line, but his has more of the ghillie suits and stuff. Head pops right off there, so it does have the neck ball, not the actual ratchet or anything like that that goes up and back. Standard plug for a head. That comes right off. These do have the cool peg-in systems, modular, I guess they would call them. Similar to what Marauders does with their Marauders Task Force figures, where you can actually customize the plugs. And I believe Doc in the Classified series is going to be coming out with something similar, so you can decide where to plug things in, so you actually have little customization or custom ability, I don't know, customization ability. How about that? Anyway, so looks like other heads I might be able to fit on. I'm trying this Outback, see if he fits. Looks like the head peg is too small for the ball to the hole for him, but maybe something else would fit. He does look pretty cool like that, but the vest is not removable. It is stuck on there. From what I can see, there are no plugs to put on and off. Looks like the holsters, they are kind of loose on there, but you can probably, yeah, see they come, these are, believe these are from Rock and Roll, and along with the belt too. And then this is a similar body style to I believe Grunt has the same style, along with several other figures. I think Stalker as well. There's the figure himself. Of course, they have the standard hips, very rubbery, I like to call it. All your standard articulation. And he does come with quite a bit of gear. Tripod for his big gun here, big rifle. Oh yeah. I believe this one is actually the one that comes on the Vamp as well. The Ma Deuce. Then you got the gun that came with Rock and Roll. I believe that's M249. I'm not really good with the proper rifle names. I'm still trying to get used to calling a gun a rifle and a rifle a gun. Then we have his backpack. This is also Outback's backpack, so it has the plugs, which I don't know what else you could plug. Maybe the rifles would be plugged in there. You have the ammo belt here. And we have some helmets. first I was like, wow, this is a weird flare gun. But then I realized that actually goes in the back of the big machine gun here. So actually, you can take this part out here and make it more like Roadblock's original gun from the G.I. Joe's. Real American Hero. He comes with some dog tags, which is kind of like with the 12-inch figures. They all came with those as well. That's pretty awesome. Might get that to Major Blood. Oh, gun, very kind of rubbery coming out. I still don't understand. This is the rifle that came with Big Ben, but this part always gets lost. The handle there, the grip, and then my thing I don't understand is the double barrel on a machine gun, on an assault rifle. And then you have the extra head with the balaclava. Then you have an extra hood down option for the poncho hood. Oh man, these are really, that's the thing about having them rubbery. They won't snap like you do with some other figures. Very rubbery. Which is funny seeing a lot of adults saying that's very soft plastic. And then you have his walkie-talkie. That came with actually rock and roll as well. Actual pouch that these ones will put into his modular vest system. And he actually comes with an extra pair of hands. Those have the darker skin tone. And that's about it for that one. And we're going to go ahead and kind of set them up. Just to give you an idea, the neck peg, or the head peg, I don't know what you want to call it. This does not come out, which is actually kind of cool because when you try to pop heads off on some figures, the actual ball and joint or whatever you want to call these will actually come out on a lot of the other figures when you pull them out, and it doesn't stay in there. But this one actually stays in there. It does, not allow for a lot of motion up and down. As far as for heads that do fit, you have like the shipwreck head that will fit. Again. Let's see, wrestling figures, you got Danhausen, that one does fit as well. Spirit, his head does fit on there. Sorry about that, yeah. And then those NBA figures that just came out that you can find at Ross and Targets, they do fit very well. But again, they might be just too big. It's personal preference. I think that one actually looks pretty cool. Oh, a couple more here, just kind of give you an idea. This one does not fit, but it actually does fit because the Cobra Infantry Trooper, it fits enough that slides down the neck, and it actually has enough width right there to kind of hold the head. The Almighty Legends head. This one does not fit, but I could probably make it fit. Let's go ahead. We'll start setting this guy up. All right, so we got some plugs on the sides of him. And it's really cool because it's like you get your own personal preference. You kind of have to use your own discretion. Everything kind of fits in the middle. Let's see what he's got here. So he doesn't, as far as for pouches and stuff, he only comes with, looks like 5 pouches. There, they do plug in pretty well. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that with the Marauders figures that I always have trouble with, is they just don't stay in there unless you glue them. They can come out sometimes pretty loose. But the rubber on this is pretty good, and the plastic as well. And then you have 2 extra spots, one for a backpack, and I guess 1 to go here. And it might, and you make it so that the backpack's hard to plug in. Then we have his radio, which can plug in right here, or we can also plug in right there. Extra hands. Dog tags. Got the hood on, the hood off. I'm going to keep the hood off. Backpack, you can plug in, I guess, the rifles. But even that's kind of loose on those. Again, this was built for Outback's, this little mini shovel. his tool, multi-purpose tool, whatever you want to call that thing. And then, yeah, this is probably going to be too big as well to fit on there. So this is a bad part. Not bad, but, you know, when you reuse old parts to not, you know, have an idea of what you're going to do for them to replace that. One thing I always notice about these, the way they're built, where there are two systems, I always wish that they would actually open, kind of like with Valaverse, their early backpack system that they used to do. It does not come with, I've noticed, is a knife. It didn't come with any sort of K-bar or knife system, you know, a knife. And, oh wow, the little pouch does open up. That's what I was wondering. You put stuff in there. I'm going to put this guy, I'm going to put, his head on there, see how that looks. And there you have it. Does the back have so one thing I noticed too is you do not have a hole on the back of the poncho to put the backpack on. So for him to have the backpack, you'd have to cover it over, which you can't really do. So as far as for a grade, I would say probably about 7 out of 10. Things that bother me are, again, the backpack system having no real discernible use on these side pegs here, because you can't really put a rifle on there. It'll just fall right off. And then no knife, and also no hole in the back of the poncho to put his backpack on there. For a G.I. Joe action figure, I'm always a fan, so that's why I definitely give it a higher score than most. Playability looks amazing, and I can't wait to pose them out there. Real world environment, stuff like that outside. As far as for value, for what you get for like $35, again, today's economy, I mean, that's pretty much standard for all the weapons you get. But again, there's nothing really new except for the modular system and then the poncho as well. I think it's a great figure. I wish there was a couple more things that, you know, a couple tweaks, but other than that, I highly recommend it. All right, again, thanks for watching. Dacre, Lolite 27,